Oh my gosh, hello! It is I, Bento.
Did you become me?
No. There we go.
There we go. Wow.
Yes.
Wow. For once, it didn't take 1,000 years.
I think. Wait, hold on. Can you go to me in the thingy?
Yeah.
Ba da 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 da. Can you raise my slider up a bit?
Yes.
Stop. Okay.
Nice.
Cool.
Cool. Alright. Hello, everybody. Hello.
Yes, hello.
It's I, Bento, with Xdiman.
Yes, it is I, Xdiman 2 on the ones and twos. How's it going, everyone?
Hello, everybody. We're back with Ace Attorney.
Yes.
Last time, we were stuck in the evidence room.
We were stuck in the evidence. We had to do one specific thing.
Look at a door.
Yeah, I had to look at a door. I had to do stuff. I had to. Oh my goodness.
Wait, did I fix the microphone?
No.
I forgot my
There we
microphone.
go.
Wow, I'm stupid.
Now Bento is. Now we
Hi,
can hear
now
Bento.
I'm here. Oh man, I'm silly. Oh, I should.
She's such a silly goober.
Yeah. Okay. Microphones are fine.
Dot.
Yeah, microphones are fine. Okay. I think.
All right, cool.
Is the game okay? Hold on. I should be fine.
It doesn't look like it's okay.
Hold on. Let me.
I think just because maybe
Was this one right?
there's game audio, right?
Yeah. I think. Or it's quiet at the moment.
Might just be quiet at the moment.
Okay. Okay. Oh man, you guys couldn't
Yeah,
hear
wait,
us.
can I see the remote? No, that one. The
Oh,
one
that
you're
is
about to give me, yes.
Okay, the Joy-Cons. Okay.
Okay, yeah, it's good.
Okay. I thought you were asking
Yeah.
for actual remote.
No.
Anyway. Sorry, we're scrambled. At least I'm scrambled. He's unscrambled. Anyway, hi.
Hello.
Hello, everybody. Last time on Ace Attorney, we were stuck in the evidence room and we couldn't get out.
Yes.
We had to look at a door to get out. And now we're, I think, on day 3 of the trial of what's happening. Trying to understand more of what the fuck happened
Yes.
to Officer Goodman and all that. Oh, not officer, sorry. Detective Goodman.
Detective Goodman.
So,
Detective.
Yeah. So without further ado, let's get into it. February
Let's get
24th,
started.
which is very soon. Let's get it started in here. 9:41 a.m. District Court, defendant lobby number 2.
So what do you think, Mr. Wright?
I think the prosecution is as confused as we are. After all,
The victim was murdered in 2 different places at the same time.
wait, did I
Wait,
voice? Oh, I think I voiced her, right?
Oh, Lana?
Yeah,
Oh.
older sister.
Also, can you turn down the TV volume a bit?
Yes.
I think it's picking up on the mic a little bit.
Oh, where did I put them?
You're such a goober.
I keep losing everything. I lose everything. Where'd I put it?
Where'd you put it?
I don't know.
Where'd you put my remote controller?
Guys, I'm really scrambled. Where'd I go? Hello?
Where did you put it?
Oh, hold on. Hold on. Where...
In the sea of blankets that we're in.
But blankets are comfy. Hold on. Oh, I got it.
Yay.
Yay.
I turned it down to like, yeah, there we go.
Forward. Okay, there we go.
Perfect.
Okay. Anywho. The victim was murdered in 2 different places at the same time. And a different suspect was arrested at each of the crime scenes.
Lana.
Good morning, Mr. Wright. I apologize for yesterday. I was indisposed. Hope they didn't hold you too long for questioning. We just finished, actually. I'm used to all-nighters, though.
So how'd it go?
It's as Mr. Wright suspects. The police are clueless. I figured as much, so I struck a plea bargain.
A plea bargain? What do you mean by that?
We agreed that if I told them the truth behind this simultaneous murder, they wouldn't seek capital punishment. That's what I mean, Emma.
But Lana, don't tell me you...
Much to my regret, I'm much as in the dark about this as they are. Miss Sky. We found trace evidence of a certain person in the police department's evidence room. They belong to Officer Jake Marshall.
Yep.
What kind of trace evidence? Blood-stained fingerprints, to be exact. That's the trump card I have up my sleeve today. So, you do understand what this means, don't you?
In order to defend my sister, you're going to accuse Mr. Marshall?
We have to play the cards we're dealt. Isn't that right, Miss Sky? Do what you want. Do what you have to do, Mr. Wright.
Let's do this. Yeah, I heard your
No,
stomach.
don't hurt my tummy.
I heard your tummy.
My tummy go.
Wow.
10 a.m. District Court number 9.
Court is now in session for the trial of Miss Lana Sky.
Defense is ready, Your Honor.
The prosecution is... I'm afraid you'll have to clarify. It takes 30 minutes by car to reach the police department from the prosecutor's office. Yet the victim Bruce Goodman was slain at both places at the same time. But that's not physically possible, is it? What's more, I hear the victim from the evidence room just disappeared. Yes, and the body eventually reappeared in the trunk of Mr. Edgeworth's car.
Wow, this is one messed up trial.
One of my duties as a prosecutor is to present impartial evidence. Today I will present evidence related to the murder at the police department. In so doing, I believe the way in which we should proceed will reveal itself. Now that's what sets Mr. Edgeworth apart. He sounds so on top of things, even though he doesn't know what's going on himself.
And that's supposed to be admirable trait? Admirable?
Admirable.
Admirable? What? It says admirable. What the fuck?
I think that's also right. I don't know. I think I'm just being a weirdo. Anyway.
Right.
Very well. Let the trial resume. On the day of the crime, what exactly transpired at the police department? Mr. Edgeworth, you may call your first witness of the day to the stand. For its first witness, the prosecution calls the suspect of the murder that occurred at the police department. The suspect? You mean the so-called murderer?
Oh boy. Things are getting wild from the get-go.
Things are getting heated up in the PNG WRIGHT department.
Oh, heated up.
This guy. Will the witness please state his name and occupation? Yes, sir. I'm Officer Mike Meekin, sir. Occupation is, that would be murderer, sir. So you're telling us you're a professional killer? Sir, it was me, sir. I'm the one who did it. I'll never kill anyone again, sir. You got to believe me, sir. Actually, what we'd like to hear from you is, sir, what we call part of the younger generation, sir. Person whose actions adults can't possibly comprehend. Please, Mr. Edgeworth, sir. Help me, sir. Officer Meekins. Yes, sir. Give us your report to the crime. Consider that an order. Yes, sir. As you wish. After all, I'm part of a generation that must be told what to do, sir. I can't fault him for a lack of enthusiasm.
Alright. Crime report, sir.
Although it's not my normal duty, I was assigned to guard the evidence room that day. Spot a suspicious man on the security screen and rushed into the room. I was the only one doing what I was trained to, sir. I was suddenly attacked. Fought for my life. Then I did it. After that, I passed out. Until another smacked me awake. Another officer. So the victim, Detective Goodman, attacked you. Do unto others before they do it to you. That's the Meekins family motto, sir. I see. Then you fainted and a colleague helped you regain consciousness. Yes, sir. He knocked me upside the head, sir. Very well. The defense may begin its cross-examination.
What I need here is more info to work with.
Yeah, because you just press everything.
Yeah. Let's go. Time to press. Press.
Yeah.
Mr. Meekins, you work in the General Affairs Department, do you not?
Yes, sir. I'm in charge of hiring new recruits, sir.
Yikes, now there's a scary thought.
Evidence transferal was taking place on the day of the crime, which meant many officers were given special tasks not ordinarily performed. I was in charge of guarding the Blue Badger, sir. The Blue Badger? Yes, sir. The lovely police mascot created by the chief of detectives, sir.
Oh my god.
Nice. I was to ensure it wasn't broken during the transferal process. That was my sole mission for the day, sir. Blink, blink. I see. Sounds like a very, important mission. After this award ceremony finished that day, there were so many people running around that I relocated the Blue Badger to the evidence room. Oh, so that's why you went to the evidence room. Tell us, what did you see when you got there? I guess press that one, too.
In order to enter the evidence room, you need an ID card, am I correct?
Precisely, sir. I have one right here around my neck.
So then, your ID number should be listed on here, right?
Ooh. There it is, I found it. This is the one right here. Can you please read us the number? Yes, sir. It's 4989596. That's my number, sir.
I see. Huh. For the number 4989596 is showing us being used twice.
Please explain, witness. It is no real mystery, sir. The first time was when I relocated the Blue Badger to the evidence room. The second time is when I went to go get him after everything settled down.
Let me just do this. I think
Okay. I see. So it was during the second time when... Yes, sir. That's when I spotted the man on the security screen.
Ooh, data.
Nice.
Evidence room on 221. It's not even sending attached.
Well, no, you gotta press it.
No, come back.
Press everything.
You must press. Press. Mr. Meekins, you work in the General Affairs Department, do you not? Did I...
Yes, sir. I'm in charge of hiring new recruits, sir.
Yikes, did I accidentally...
I guess so.
Oh no. Oh, hold on. Oh, fuck.
Blue Badger.
Oh no. Oh, yawn. I thought I pressed the new state when I didn't. Oh, shit. No, no. Okay, there we go.
Yeah, I guess that one.
Yes. In order to enter the evidence room... Oh, did I...
Precisely, sir. I have one of you around my neck.
Oh my god, did I keep pressing the wrong...
Maybe press the wrong one. I guess the wrong one again.
Yeah,
New goober.
I'm not paying attention to my brain.
New goober.
Oh my god. Get me out of here.
Pressing the one that he said I was only doing what I was trained to do.
Press this. Oh, no. Go back.
Yeah, that one.
So you were attacked. Can you please tell us exactly what happened to you?
It was a knife, sir. A knife. Detective Goodman pulled a knife on you? What happened then? Well, with me charging in on him like that, he looks as surprised as I was.
You aren't exactly the kind of person someone would want to run into.
Damn, what is that supposed to mean? That's when I reacted, sir. Swung my arms like an octopus struggling to detain him. That's how I got this gash in my hand. Maybe if you just kept your cool, your hand wouldn't be... When I saw the blood trickling down my arm, I panicked. I grabbed the man by his collar. Yeah.
What exactly do you mean when you say you did it?
I know I don't look like this type, but I really am into kung fu films, sir. The man left his guard down for just an instant, so I snatched his knife from him.
You took his knife?
Spun him around and before disarming the maneuver. Make sure to close my eyes like a man.
I, see. You must have been desperate.
The next thing I knew, his white coat was drenched in a sea of my blood, and then the next thing I knew... Yes? He punched me right in my face, sir.
What was the opposite?
Yeah.
Oh, what time did you regain your consciousness?
No offense, sir. How am I supposed to know that? I was unconscious.
Oh, right.
According to the report from the officer that woke up the witness, it was about 5:30. Hit me right in the head, too. Woke up crying tears of pain. That's nice. It's nice that you recovered that. When I came around, though, I made sure to finish my mission, sir.
Your mission?
Yes, sir. The Blue Badger, sir. Turn him to the entrance before things get out of hand.
Well, we can all rest easy now.
I believe we now have a fairly accurate picture of what happened. Yes, Your Honor. Only one thing remains unclear. Was the man this officer murdered really the victim?
He's not. He's got a point.
Yes, Officer Meekins? With regard to that, sir. Take a look at this. It was sent to my jail cell.
Oh my god, it's a Poppy Playtime VHS tape.
Oh my gosh. Poppy Playtime Co.
I gotta know the fucking lore.
Chief Gant delivered to me just this morning, sir. The chief?
Delivered it?
What is that? Videotape? Yes, sir. That's absolutely right, sir. A videotape, sir. Contains footage from the security camera in the evidence room.
Objection!
What the fuck? But I specifically asked if there was such a tape, and was told it had been mistakenly erased. That's quite a mistake. I just do what I'm told, sir. It's the only thing I'm really good at.
Looks like communication with the police department is good as ever.
Well, then let's have a look. Shows the video of you murdering the victim. Oh, please stop using that word murder, sir. It scares me.
A video of a real murder. Just what are we getting ourselves into?
Is it actually be animated? Like, what's gonna be? Oh my gosh!
Oh my god, it is animated.
Whoa!
Oh my god, he's scary. Hey guys.
Oh my gosh, it's a 3D model.
Whoa.
Oh, of course you can't see his face. Oh, there he is, Officer Meekins.
He's crawling into the scene. Damn!
Whoa, we knifed him.
Oh my god.
And that he did Kung Fu, apparently.
Oh man.
Oh, wow. Where'd he go?
Right? Is there another door towards the end? But no, probably not.
Yeah.
We couldn't get to the other door if there was one.
Huh. Well, I believe we're all thinking the same thing.
What the fuck?
How can we deal with these unsettling feelings stirred within us? What the hell was that wriggly piece of plywood? Sir, that's the pride and joy of the entire criminal affairs department, sir. The Blue Badger, sir.
Why am I not surprised? This isn't going smoothly. Garbage.
Yes, well, anyway. This tape seems to prove that the witness did indeed encounter, someone in the evidence room, and some sort of, activity did take place. Your Honor, instead of relying on clearly incomplete footage, the witness's testimony will suffice. Is that alright with you, Officer Meekins? Yes, sir, as you wish, sure. Alright.
Mystery man.
His face can't be clearly seen in the video, but there's no question that the other person was Detective Goodman, sir. I mean, he opened a locker which required Detective Goodman's fingerprint to do. The locker he opened is unquestionably Detective Goodman's locker, sir. So it must be him. No one else could have unlocked it. Guess we do it last time, just press everything.
Yes.
What's this about a fingerprint? Each detective has been given a locker equipped with a fingerprint-activated lock. These locks ensure that each locker can only be opened by the detective it belongs to. Intriguing. That would mean the victim at the crime scene would have to have been Detective Goodman. Very well. The defense may begin its cross-examination.
I don't know where this cross-examination will lead, but everything begins with contradictions. That's where I have to start. Alright, time to press you, my dude.
Press everything.
Press. Press. Press! Tell me, were you able to get a good look at him? At the face of the man who attacked you with a knife?
So, sir, you must label people as having seen or not seen the man's face. I believe it would be classified as the latter.
The latter? But you were standing right in front of him, were you not?
More to the point, you're the person who fought him, aren't you? Oh, yes, sir, but I didn't get a clear look at his face, sir. I'm not the kind of guy who looks directly at people when talking with them, you see.
Yeah, that's a good trait for a police officer.
Still, I'm sure it was him. I bet my badge on it.
But what if it was someone else?
Yeah.
But you don't know that for sure, do you? You didn't even look at the man. You don't even know.
Exactly.
You never actually saw Detective Goodman's face.
Well, suppose you might say that. That is, if you must label people as having seen or not seen it. Since his face can't be identified in the video, but only you can verify it. Well, why is everyone looking at me? If I had to label your stares as disturbing or... Meekins. Eek! Having been shown a questionable video at best, we are not in the best of moods. Now please be more certain when you testify. Yes, sir. You claim the man who bandaged a knife on you was Bruce Goodman. Tell us why you were positive it was him. When you open the locker... Ooh, okay, press it.
About these lockers, there is no other way to open them?
No, sir. I must have tried all kinds of methods in the past. They only respond to registered fingerprints, sir.
I wonder what kind of methods he's tried.
The man opened the locker's lock, which only responds to its registered fingerprints. Then he must be the person the locker was assigned to. Exactly my point, sir. And this too.
How do you know that information?
I've heard rumors, sir, from people in the know, sir.
People in the know?
The workers in the department cafeteria, sir, that keep me informed. They also listen to my romantic troubles, sir.
Oh no, he's having love life issues.
Oh my gosh, maybe he talks to, said like in the cafeterias, maybe he talks to like, Cough Up Queen.
Oh, Angel.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe.
For the record, the open locker did indeed belong to Detective Goodman. I have verified this information through a more reliable source. So the victim opened the locker with his own fingerprint. Ooh.
Alright, slamming. However, the most important detail is not shown in this video, the man's face.
So, sir, if I may say something, sir. Please do. After all, you are the one being examined. I don't understand why the man's face is so important in this case, sir. I mean, it was his hand that opened the fingerprint lock. It was his hand that tried to thrust his knife into my body, sir. My unsettled state can testify enough to this, sir. Yes, you have a point. The footage doesn't lie. That is, unless the defense can find a problem with it. Mr. Wright, let's check the court record again.
Is there a problem with the security?
Of course there's a problem.
Probably a problem. Regarding the video contained on this tape, there's one thing in particular that seems rather strange.
Huh. Strange?
This contradiction leads to the possibility that the man may not have been Detective Goodman.
What? The video contains such a contradiction? Objection! Interesting. Your Honor, I have a proposal. Yes, Mr. Edgeworth? Suppose we have the defense. Point out to us this alleged contradiction in the video.
You want me to point it? He would want me to point it out.
Very well. Proposal accepted. Let's further inspect this piece of evidence. I will now play the security tape. Mr. Wright, please show us this contradiction you speak of.
I have to point out a problem in the video? This is the first time I ever had to do that.
You can do it, Mr. Wright. It's set up so you can fast forward, rewind, or pause the video. Oh, cool. Just take a look and be sure to point out the right thing. Please don't play it too many times. I can't stand watching this video.
How did this guy ever become a police officer?
Now then, Mr. Wright, please enlighten us. Where's the contradiction that indicates the man may not...
Oh,
whoa.
Okay.
I guess once he walks over and the flag thing is shown.
Yeah.
So see that locker all the way to the left?
Hold on.
Yeah. Okay, well, it's gonna be right there.
What? Right there. How do I... Oh, present.
Take that!
The thing that's strange about this video would have to be, this.
Hold on a second. I need to use my eye drops.
Just
Well,
play.
I don't get it.
Would you mind if I borrowed your eye medicine?
Don't look at me with those bleary eyes. Before your eyes get too teary, perhaps you should think this through again.
Now what do I do? Play
I
it.
guess play video again.
Very well. Let's try this again.
Just remember one thing, Mr. Wright. Every time you point your finger, someone gets hurt. Says the one pointing his finger at us.
Damn.
And I'll play a security tape. Mr. Wright, please show us the contradiction you speak of.
I have to point out the fucking shit. Fuck.
I swear we did it right.
Alright, let's see. La, 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 la. I gotta pause it.
It looks like it.
Maybe it's gotta be all the way out. I don't know. Oh. Should I can look back at the court record a little bit? Autopsy report. I don't want that. Oh my god, we got so much shit.
Yeah, seriously.
Oh. Found a bloody handprint left in the evidence room. The print has been wiped.
Yeah, I don't know.
And a fish. Oh. That's where we found all the blood stains.
Wait. Go
What?
back to the cross-examination thing. Because we have the glove, remember?
This one?
Yeah. And if you looked at the video, looks like he opened the glove. He opened the door with that glove.
Oh.
But that's a glove and not a fingerprint.
Oh.
So maybe do we try rewinding it? Maybe.
How do I rewind? Oh, why?
Just keep rewinding.
Okay.
Yeah.
Pew, pew, pew.
All right. Never mind.
Oh.
Guess fast forward. Oh, look at that glove fell out.
Oh, wait. Stop. No, go back. Go away. Rewind. And it goes near.
Maybe try clicking that.
Alright. Take that! The thing that has to, the thing that's strange about this video has to gotta be this.
Yes, that is strange. Something certainly seems unnatural about that. What could it mean? Sorry to interrupt, Mr. Wright, but you seem to have forgotten the point of this exercise.
The point?
What you're looking for is one thing and one thing only. Something that indicates the may not be Detective Goodman.
Oh, yeah.
Phew, almost walked right into the defense's trap. I'll place him under arrest, sir.
Rats. I need to slow down and tackle these things one piece at a time. Now what do I do?
Just return to cross-examination. Then we have to do something else.
See, I've been taking a wrong approach.
I guess now then the defense may resume cross-examination. Assuming the witness is still willing to continue, that is. Officer Beacons? Yes, sir. It is my duty as a police officer to help the lost, sir.
Great. Now they think I'm lost.
Guess a little part where like it says like he must be him.
Oh. Good question. That's probably towards the end. Hold on.
What do you think?
Must be him.
Yeah. Present the glove. Or present it. Maybe just like press.
Pressing. However, the most important detail is not shown in this video, the man's face.
Sir, if I may say something, sir. Please do, after all. Oh wait, I think this is the video.
Don't understand why the... Yeah.
Oh, okay, I guess go to the video again.
Okay. Blah, 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 blah. There's a problem.
Then go to the video.
Yeah. Blah, 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 blah. Bum, 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 bum. Blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah.
Alright, so let's look again at this. It has to be something to do with the fingerprint or something. Oh wait, look!
Is it this?
It's the light.
Oh.
No, not that one. Yeah, that one.
You
It's
think-
already opened.
Oh.
So he didn't need his fingerprint.
Motherfuckers. The thing that's strange about this video gotta be this. Officer Meekins!
Sir, did you mean me, sir?
As I understand it, the locker apparatus?
Apparatus.
Apparatus. I didn't think that was the goddamn... how do you spell it? Apparatus works like this. Looks. When you grab the handle, a sensor reads your fingerprint, if it's a match. The light turns on and the lock is released.
According to my very limited experience, that's the way I understand it, sir.
Then what the fuck, Beacons? If so, then something is seriously wrong with this picture!
The light's already on,
Yes.
which means it's already opened.
Also, hello, Jellico! What's going on in this
hello,
trial?
Jellico.
Y'all are speeding. Hello! We are going through day 3 of the trial. So we're talking to Officer Meekins, who was possibly, well, I shouldn't say probably. He got practically beaten up in the evidence room, who he thinks was Officer Goodman, who is the victim in this case. But we're like, that doesn't seem right.
Yeah, it can't be Officer Goodman. How to prove that it's not and everything.
Yeah, it's very confused. So we're dissecting.
Right now, we just proved that this fingerprint lock, the lock was already open, so he didn't need Officer Goodman's fingerprint. So now, doesn't not mean that it's Officer Goodman.
Yes. Please. Well, also, how are you doing, Jellico?
Yeah.
How you doing?
Hope you're doing good.
When the victim reaches for the handle to open the locker, let's rewind a little earlier. I like this cheery ass music.
Yeah. I get this like 3D animation.
Here, notice the light?
What's this? It's already lit.
Uh-huh.
Precise.
It's okay. Precisely my point, Your Honor. The locker was already open before the victim grabbed the handle.
Ow! Order, order! What's the meaning of this?
It's very simple, Your Honor. It's very demure. The locker wasn't locked on the day of the crime.
But the locker's locks are controlled by an electronic system. When a door is shut, a sensor is triggered. And the lockers are automatically locked. Oh, I know! Must have broken down. Of course, I'm not an expert in this. Oh, it's the glove! The glove got in between the thing and the things. That's why when he opened it, the glove fell out.
Oh.
Oh. Oh. Oh. Oh.
Well, you can do that on your channel.
Oh, you like it when it's on your channel too. You do it on my channel. Yeah, calling you out. Oh. Oh.
Okay, I don't do that.
I.
I, Papi. Papi.
That's not likely. That's not likely, Your Honor. No. The sensor would detect and report any malfunction. Oh well. It just goes to show novices should keep their mouths shut. So then, Mr. Wright, do you have an explanation?
Me, Your Honor?
Yes. Why wasn't the locker locked?
Me, Your Honor? Yes, well, you see, this isn't exactly my field.
What do you?
What do you think, Miss Scientific Investigator?
Huh? Oh, maybe something like jam the system sensor.
Something. Jam the sensor? There's something else that seems out of place in this video.
Yeah, I thought so too. There's got to be another clue somewhere in this footage. Very well. Let's inspect the video once more. The locker wasn't locked. Mr. Wright, please point out the cause for this.
This is... Now he's dancing.
Yeah. The glove.
This. No. Take that! Bam. Please watch closely. This is the continuation of the part I just showed you earlier.
Taking it second by second.
Meow.
Damn. What's this? Something white fell out of the locker. But sir, it's been my experience that things fall out when doors are opened. I often fall out and roll in great distances when I open my car door, sir.
We can't be sure. That item was completely inside the locker to begin with.
What do you mean?
The sensor triggers the lock the door. Wait. The sensor triggers the lock when the door is shut. What if something was inserted, say, between the sensor and the door?
Inserted?
Just strutting his shit. And then, oop! This white thing wasn't inside the locker. It was stuck between the door and the sensor.
Oh, I understand now, sir. It's just like my tie. 2 out of 3 times it gets stuck in the door when I'm out in when I get out of my patrol vehicle, sir. Instead of the door closing, my tie chokes me. But the object would have to be extremely thin to fit in the door. Like my wiener. Only that would also have to block electrical currents, like my wiener. It would need to be an insulator.
AKA my penis.
Yes, an insulator, like my wiener, but at the crime scene.
There just might have been something that fits the description. AKA my penis. Phoenix points to himself.
I know exactly where I could find that description
Then
thing.
he just grabs.
Just unspools it.
Yeah, he's like, and Emma's like, what the
Yeah.
fuck, dude?
Evidence number 1. Zip.
Zip. And unzips. And then zips again.
Oh, you skipped my line.
Oh,
But
shit.
sir.
I'm sorry. I think I finally got this figured out.
Very well. Will the defense please present the relevant evidence? What was this insulator that was stuck in the locker door?
It was the fucking glove. This big. I found this near the locker. A thin rubber glove.
But we can't be sure that was the victim's locker. That was in the victim's locker.
It has a tag that says SL9 incident.
Mic drop. Ugh!
The video seems to depict the victim opening the locker. But this isn't the case. The lit lamp attests to this. On the day of the crime, even I could even open that locker. Is that not so, Officer Meekins?
Sir, it would appear so, sir. Order, order, order! So are we to believe then that the victim, whom this witness stabbed in the evidence room, was not Detective Goodman? Do not be misled, Your Honor. What do you mean, Mr. Edgeworth? Defense has merely demonstrated that possibility, and nothing more. The victim in the video was indeed Bruce Goodman. The prosecution will offer one more testimony to prove this.
What?
Officer Meekins, please testify about this. Sir, but me, sir? Not sure what you're referring to, sir. ... Oh, you mean that, sir? Of course, sir.
Is this a joke?
Very well, begin your testimony.
Mystery Man 2! I know Mr. Man, and that is XDI Man 2!
I'm the mystery man, too.
He's Mystery Man.
I just wanted to think that it proves that the man was Detective Goodman, sir. To enter the evidence room, one must have use their ID card. When an ID card is used, there's a record of it. And at the time of the crime, the detective had to use his card. An ID card record, I see. I have the ID card record right here, Your Honor. But he never exited.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Yeah. The ID used at 514 is that of the victim. Just before the crime, Yes, without a doubt, this is the victim's ID. However, one thing does strike me as unusual. Several hundred cases should have been due for transferal. Why were there so few people using this room? This particular evidence room is only used for storing certain special cases.
Special cases?
extremely violent cases involving police staff. Just seeing that makes my hair stand on end.
Me too, although it doesn't make much of a difference.
There were only a few cases up for transferal there, and most were cleared up by noon. Right, I see. Well, let's move on to the cross-examination.
Alright, time to press.
Yep.
So, unlike your earlier testimony, you believe this to be the rock solid, do you?
Yes, sir. Solid as stone, sir. As if my hand wasn't wrapped in bandages. We even give the V for victory sign, sir. Couldn't he just use his right hand for that? Let's hear him out fully. As we've seen, one never knows what he might say until the very last second.
No, go back. Is that the card hanging from your neck? One of those ID cards?
Yes, sir. This card right next to my cuffs, sir. Keep it here so I won't ever forget it.
But what if someone were to steal it from you, keeping it out in the open like that?
Maybe I shouldn't wear it around my neck. Remember when I said 2 out of 3 times my tie gets stuck when I get out of my car? Well, the remaining time it's my ID card that gets stuck. Instead of the door closing, my ID card chokes me.
Maybe I should just leave this one alone.
At any rate, each police officer has only one ID card. Both the police department and the prosecutor's office can attest to this. Please proceed with your testimony.
Let it be noted that this is the record the witness referred to.
Let me see. Yes, that would be it. Detective Goodman.
What's the matter?
According to this, Mr. Edgeworth, your name is on here. Indubitably.
He's like, yes.
So it is, Your Honor. No, that's the prosecutor again.
Maybe, yeah. Hey, maybe he's behind all this, being a prosecutor.
Mommy, is that a man blue murderer?
Shh, don't stare at him.
You got the wrong color, kid.
Why is there kids here?
I don't know.
It would seem. The inquiry committee will want to speak with you again today. I have nothing to be ashamed of regarding my actions or their consequences. For now, let's continue with the cross-examination. Poor Mr. Edgeworth. Must be so difficult for him.
Earlier, I believe you testified that when you asked the man to show his ID card, he pulled a knife on you.
Yes, sir. It didn't show me any ID card, sir.
Don't you think that's odd? I mean, if he had his ID card, all he had to do was show it to you. There wouldn't be any reason to draw a knife.
Maybe he just panicked.
Everything stems from contradictions. Let's point them out.
Mr. Wright, what do you think?
I'm confused.
What?
The problem with his ID card testimony is far too obvious. It's not like Edgeworth to miss something like that.
You're thinking too hard about it. Come on, let's show him what we got.
I want to see what we got in our thing again. Because we have his ID card.
Yeah, we have his ID card, so... I don't know, I would just keep pressing for now.
Yeah?
Until he says something and we're like, oh?
Hold on. I want to look at this again.
Yeah, he never left.
Yeah.
I think... Okay.
Ooh.
I think he somehow left or something through a locker.
Ooh.
Because in the video, remember that locker all the way to the left that has like the thing hanging out of it?
Yeah.
Like the cloth hanging out of it?
Yeah.
It was not hanging out of it in the beginning of the video, but at the end of the video, it was.
Oh.
So like he opened something and then I think he opened something that somehow jumped in or something. I don't know. I have no idea. But
That would make sense in a way, because it's like if someone else saw him, you know, right after.
yeah, I don't know if you want to play it or something. I don't know if you can.
Let me
But
see. I can check it. Oh yeah, I can.
okay, yeah. So like, wait, rewind. Oh,
I think I'm just stuck watching it.
okay.
Alright, hold on, we're gonna watch this again, everybody.
Alright, I see the locker all the way on the left. There's none of those lockers have anything hanging out of it.
Right.
But then at the very end, there is something hanging out of it. So it's my idea that somehow he escapes into the locker or something.
And Officer Meekins.
Yep. Damn.
Oh shit, you're right.
Yeah.
Right there. Oh. Let me see what he's got though. Evidence room must have your ID card. Right. When an ID card is used, there's a record. Having the crime, the detective had his own card. Wait. I feel like I just want to show him the card and be like, yo. Cause like, I also have his card.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try. Hold on, let me just in case. So, about this Meekins. Oh. Wait one moment, Officer Meekins.
I'm not good at waiting, sir.
I have the victim's ID card right here, right now. I found it at the crime scene.
That makes sense.
Again, when I say crime scene, I'm not referring to the evidence room at the police department. I mean the other crime scene. The underground parking lot at the prosecutor's office. Your Honor, I have one more piece of evidence to present. It's a very important clue regarding the victim's ID card.
A lost item report? It's only half complete.
But it shows that Detective Goodman had lost something on the day of the crime. Something important enough to fill out this report.
Let me guess. You'll be the something to be his ID card, right?
Can't say for sure, but there is a high probability. On the day of the crime, Detective Goodman was not carrying his card.
Damn. Order, order! So now, what does this all mean?
It can only mean one thing. It doesn't even require much thought. The man Officer Meekins encountered in the evidence room was not Detective Goodman, god damn it, but rather the man who stole his ID card.
God damn. Order, order, order! Does the prosecution have a response? I have only one thing to say to that defense.
Oh?
Bravo, Mr. Wright.
Bravo? Honey? Are we gonna make out now?
Allow me to summarize the defense's argument. At 5:15 p.m. on the day of the crime, the man in the evidence room Officer Meekins encountered was not Detective Goodman. There are two grounds to support this. First, the locker in the evidence room was already unlocked. Second, the victim's lost his ID card. Am I correct so far, Mr. Wright?
Yes. What's he up to?
That being the case, we must inevitably arrive at a single conclusion. If the victim in this video is a fake, then the murderer in the evidence room is also a fake. In other words, the security camera does not show the instant of the murder.
That is... Well, I guess that's right.
Is something wrong, Mr. Wright? Only moments ago you seemed content to be pointing your finger around.
This isn't going to end well.
Stupid, stupid bitch boy. Well, well, seems you've finally realized exactly what you've gone to such lengths to prove. Explain yourself, Mr. Edgeworth. The defense has already done the explanation for me. The victim in this video is a fake, which means a murder did not take place at the police department at 5:15 on the day of the crime. So, the real crime could only take place at one location, the underground parking lot. At the prosecutor's office, the murderer being Miss Lana Sky, the defendant. The evidence is compelling. A trustworthy witness. Observe the moment the defendant used the murder weapon.
Aww. Oh, man.
Damn.
I knew that testimony was way too shabby. It was all a trap from the beginning.
The activity in the evidence room still leaves many unanswered questions. Who exactly was the victim Officer Meekins encountered? And where did this person disappear to? However, this trial's purpose is to examine only the murder of Detective Goodman. Just so, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, you have to do something, or else, Lana.
What do I do? How am I supposed to get myself out of this mess?
Object.
We're objecting to this bitch. Object. One moment, Your Honor.
What now, Mr. Wright? Don't tell me you're objecting to what you just proven.
No, of course not. But I almost walked right into the prosecution's trap.
What are you talking about?
This cross-examination has proven one thing and one thing only. The security video did not show the actual murder.
Okay.
However, it cannot be said that it is unrelated to the murder in the parking lot. Especially Specifically, that does not look like that word. Specifically, large amounts of blood traces were found in the evidence room. The defense demands further examination into the truth of the matter.
Mr. Edgeworth. Yes, Your Honor. If this court were to examine this further, other witnesses will be necessary. Is the prosecution prepared? I'm sorry, Your Honor. The prosecution considered the incident of the police department to be unrelated. We have not prepared any other witnesses for this incident.
This just might be my chance.
You look so much like a frog. I'm just saying.
Because of his nose?
It's because of his mouth.
I mean...
You know, he's like, like flies.
He goes, Phoenix Wright, officially a frog man. He goes, bleh. He goes, bleh. And he goes, bleh. And he goes, bleh. And he goes, bleh. Bleh. Time to call a certain Texas Ranger to the stand.
Mr. Wright, do you mean...
Your Honor, the defense would like to request a specific witness.
Oh? Whom do you have in mind?
Someone we have reason to believe who knows the truth. The truth behind the activities that took place in that evidence room.
The prosecution requests to hear this person's name before deciding whether or not to comply. Very well then, Mr. Wright. This person whom you would have testify, what is his or her name?
It is Marshall.
Take that!
Yep.
Officer Jake Marshall.
Why him?
Can't let Edgeworth know everything just yet. He's in charge of the evidence room. I feel like we should hear what he has to say.
The prosecution agrees to the defense's request. Since he was responsible for guarding the room, we should hear his testimony. Fortunately, he works in the police department. We shouldn't need longer than 20 minutes to prepare. Very well. The court will take a 30-minute recess while the witness is subpoenaed. Will the prosecution please prepare the witness during this time? We will, Your Honor. Court is now in recess.
$11:32 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 2. How you feeling over there?
Good.
That's good.
Yeah.
I heard you stretching. You're like, oh.
Yeah, big stretch.
Yeah.
Big stretchies.
Big stretch. There's no stopping you, is there, Mr. Wright? Huh? What do you mean?
You call for Jake Marshall. It seems you figured everything out.
I haven't figured anything out.
Lana, you're the one who knows everything.
Emma.
You always know everything. Why don't you just tell us? Mr. Wright is trying his hardest to protect you.
I don't recall ever asking for his protection.
How can you be so cold? Don't you trust us? Don't you trust me? Hope I'm not interrupting anything, pals.
Hey, it's the boy.
Oh, guess I am. I'll come back later.
Wait, no, come back.
Oh,
No.
he leaves.
Wait, Detective Gumshoe, what is it?
Fades in. You got a lot of nerve, pal, making detective run all around while on duty.
I love how sad he looked when fading back in.
Like, okay, I guess I'll come back.
He's like, okay.
I thought when you call me here, I've seen happier people at funerals.
Sorry, Detective.
You better be, pal. Hey, 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 hey! I didn't see you there, Chief Prosecutor Sky.
That's okay. So, have you brought what I asked?
Oh, oh ho, oh ho ho ho, oh ho ho, oh ho ho ho. You mean this, right?
My apologies, Detective. Due to my present circumstances, I was forced to use Mr. Wright's name when making my request.
My name?
Never in a million years would I have thought it was you who asked me. Could I bother you to bring me the SO9 incident files? I need them by noon. Talk about crazy.
The SL9 incident.
But Lana, that's...
I thought Mr. Wright might need them, so I had them brought here. Here, you might do...
Wow, I can't not read today.
Here, you might do...
Wow, you might do well to read them. Ah.
There we go. I can't believe you, Chief Prosecutor, were a witness in the case.
Miss Sky was a witness?
Hmm.
Oh shit.
Take it from me, you don't want anything to do with serial murderers. Oh, what? Now what I've brought you your stuff, you're just gonna ignore me?
Emma, but why is your name in here?
What? Why, my name's in there? I don't know, unless... No, it couldn't be. Lana, this SL9 incident, is that...
That's the classification number the police filed it under. 2 years ago, the rest of the world knew it as it was. The Joe Dark killings.
The Joe Dark. No, no, Lana. That's over with. No.
Emma, wait! She ran away.
Joe Dark. You know what? I just remembered. I gotta be somewhere. Sorry, pal, but I'm out of here.
Oh, bruh. Jake Marshall, Angel Star, Demon Gant, Miles Edgeworth. Not to mention Lana and Emma. No one involved in this case connected to those killings 2 years ago.
This can't be just a coincidence. Knowing you just might be able to figure it out. Time to get back to the trial, Mr. Wright. Best of luck.
I better take a good look at this file.
Yeah.
To be continued. Do you want to play just a little more, like to finish this part of the trial?
Okay.
And then afterwards, we're getting
Yes,
food.
because I'm hungry.
I know.
I'm very hungry. I know it takes a while to order and whatnot.
I know, I don't want to keep rewriting it. Yeah, y'all, we're planning to go to the B to the apple.
Yes.
Because we
The
want
apple
food.
say be say.
Yes, we're getting more foods.
Or
Ugh.
the elpa alba a eBay.
eBay.
Or
It's the Eaple Bay.
or the say, yeah.
Is that supposed to be Applebee's backwards?
It's supposed to be pig Latin. Isn't pig Latin like use, like gipsay
Oh, I don't
is
know.
pig.
I think so. Something like
Yeah.
that. I believe it's like that. I don't know. I don't know much about Pig Latin, so I have no clue. Gotta totally be honest with you. 12:14 p.m. District Court number 9.
The court will now reconvene for the trial of Miss Lana Sky.
Emma didn't come back.
Allow me to call the next witness to the stand. The officer in charge of recording the evidence room on the day of the crime. Go.
Damn, he's just chugging.
Witness, please state your name and occupation. Go. Me, partner? Well, I'm just a man, same as you, wandering the trails of civilization. Occasionally helping the elderly cross intersections when needed. Yes, we get it. Oh, I know. You're a patrolman. As for my name, if you listen hard enough, you can hear the howling wind calling it out. Be exact, it's Jake Marshall, Your Honor.
Howling wind? I never heard Edward described it that way before.
Now, Mr. Marshall, let me ask you something. You were in charge of guarding the evidence room on the day the crime took place. Is this correct? According to the papers, partner. What do you mean? A desperado's soul is as boundless as the desert sands. No paper can sum it up. Maybe it's best if we get on this quickly. Please share with us your testimony of the day of the crime. In plain old English.
He's like, I don't want you talking all Western at me.
Yeah.
No Southern Western sound. Day of the crime.
My job is to keep a wary eye on that bone orchard. They said I was supposed to make rounds 3 times a day, but that ain't my style. Besides, the room is protected by 2 security cam systems anyway. If I remember right, I was at a street-side saloon at the time it went down. I'm just an instant traveler, man, so if we're out of ammo, it's time to hit the trail. Or something.
There's 2 security.
Yeah. Can't say I particularly care for your attitude. Can't say I care for your beard, but you don't see me complaining.
Wait a minute. What do you mean by 2 security systems?
Yeah, that's what you just said. I mean the security cameras and the ID card reader. I reckon even a cowpokey like you knows about those.
Yes, well, what about the fingerprint activated locks on the evidence lockers?
Fingerprint activated locks? What kind of newfangled doohickeys are those?
He's not being very helpful.
He's not that good with machines or with following orders. Everyone's got their weaknesses now, don't they, Mr. Prosecutor? This one seems like trouble. Okay, Mr. Wright, he's all yours.
He's like, you deal with it. Alright, time to press you on everything. Let's go. How exactly do you keep an eye on the evidence room?
I just made sure nothing moved in the security camera monitor. That room's so still. Even time dies in there. I was just caretaker who interred the recordings.
You interred them?
Video was nothing that useful when the time would come. I had to erase the tape. Nothing unusual was recorded. Tapes are to be erased every 6 hours. Each time I had to erase the tape, it felt like it was erasing a part of my life.
This guy has a flair for the dramatic, but it isn't going to do him any good. So in actuality, you don't physically enter the evidence room? But you made your round on the day of the crime, right?
Ain't you hear a word I said, partner?
He's like, what the fuck? Why are you pressing me?
I told you that you ain't my style.
I'm afraid I don't understand.
No desperado I know lets rules get in his way.
No desperados I know join the police force.
So, Officer Marshall, on the day of the crime. This is between you and me. I didn't set foot in the evidence room that day. There was a rubber glove stuck in the victim's locker. Do you know anything about that? Sorry, partner. Can't say I do. I haven't been in that crypt in weeks.
How does this guy avoid being fired? You used to be a detective, so you used the evidence room in the past, correct?
Of course. Back in the day, my locker was gold mine of evidence.
Alright, motherfucker. And yeah, you didn't know about the fingerprint locking mechanism?
Sorry, partner. I ain't good with machines. I couldn't even tell you how a bike works.
That's quite, incredible.
The sensors on locker handles cannot be seen. It's well known that some detectives are unaware of their presence.
Now that he mentions it, Detective Gumshoe said something like that too.
At any rate, it doesn't seem that this is relevant to the crime. Can you tell us what you were doing when the crime took place?
What were you doing in a place like that?
I was eating spaghetti.
Spaghetti.
Not even angel steak lunches can beat the parlor's vagole sepia pasta. Do you mean to tell us you abandoned your police duties to eat some noodles? Not all desperados eat tacos, partner. That's not what I meant. Hope this is at least taught you a lesson.
That's strange. This is usually where Edgeworth says, "Did you not want a raise this year?" I kind of ammo, Officer Marshal?
That's right, partner. Or as you'd call it, evidence. You plan to pin me to this crime, then you'd better draw. Otherwise, you're just wasting my time. My steel horse is waiting to carry me back west into the sunset. One thing seems clear. Despite being responsible for guarding the evidence room, the witness doesn't appear to have seen anything. Texans don't take orders from anyone. Everyone knows that.
Apparently your superiors don't. Okay, I have a trump card up my sleeve, so I best keep my cool. Before I use it though, I better up the ante.
Okay.
Alright, so
So
let's look what we got again.
we have his fingerprints.
Right. Sure, we got his fingerprints.
So, but he said that he was not inside of the evidence room.
Right.
So maybe present his fingerprints.
This was his, right?
Yep, Marshall's fingerprints. Yeah.
Okay.
But present it not on there when he says he's going to the saloon.
Okay.
They said he was going there, but in actuality, he has fingerprints there.
Yeah.
Yep.
Blah, blah, blah. Okay.
Present the fingerprints.
I don't want to look at this, but we'll look at that in a second, though.
Yeah.
Alright. Officer Marshall, doesn't it strike you as odd that this is you being called in to testify like this? After all, you weren't in the security room at the time of the crime.
And you drag me down here. Explain yourself, partner.
Alright. It's quite simple. You left a very large trail behind the scene, or to be exact, a handprint.
Listen real good, partner. Like I said, I'm the caretaker of that crypt. I pay my respects, that is, make my rounds about once a month. It's only natural my fingerprints would be in there.
Nuh-uh. I only wish it were up. But you see, your fingerprints were covered in blood.
Damn. Witness, what's the meaning of this? Your bloodstained fingerprints were at the crime scene?
The blood was wiped away. However, a liminal test clearly revealed this. Well, Officer Marshall?
It seems to me there ain't a person in this room with a head on his shoulder. I take it you have an explanation then, Officer Marshall. About the bloodstained fingerprints. Very well, you may begin your testimony by your fingerprints. Found at the scene of the crime. Ooh.
Bloodstained fingerprints.
Like I said, it's only natural for my fingerprints to be in the evidence room. One of them just happened to be the same place as the bloodstained handprint. The murderer touched the locker when my fingerprint was by chance. The bloodstain and the fingerprint are completely unrelated. Or didn't you know the murderer was wearing gloves? See? I had nothing to do with it.
How'd you know that he had gloves on?
Yeah. The witness's explanation appears valid, although there's room for doubt. Life wouldn't be fun without any doubt, partner. The defense may now cross-examine the witness.
This guy's hiding something. I could feel it. Now's my chance to prove it. Let's go.
Guess press him on everything again.
Yeah. Makes it easier though.
Yeah.
That's because you, how did you put it? Pay your respects once a month?
Yeah, that's right. That and one more thing. Ah, come. That locker
What?
appears to be mine.
It looks like Emotes on that hand room.
What? What do you mean? I mean what I said. That's the locker I used when I was a detective. The locker I still use. That means it was Marshall. It was Marshall who was in there.
Yeah, oh man.
Yep.
Boy, you just outed yourself pretty
Yep.
easy.
All that's in there now, though, is a heap of broken dreams.
I see.
It'd be strange if my prints weren't all over that locker.
Apparently his fingerprint data was never removed from that locker's programming. He must have been using the fingerprint lock all the time without ever even knowing it. Ooh, excuse me.
Oof.
Ooh, big word. I was gonna say, do you think because, like, as Edward said, like, Edward said that The recordings, at least in the evidence room, it's not like uncommon, but they like deleted within 6 hours.
Yeah.
Do you think he like deleted the half like where he left the fucking place? And like, so that's why it looks so weird. How it just, like,
Maybe.
happened. I don't know.
Maybe that's what happened.
I'm just saying, bro. Yeah, just making sure I'm not pressing the wrong one again.
Yeah.
I don't want to be like last time. So then, what about the bloody fan print?
Wasn't mine. No mystery. Please explain. My locker is covered with my fingerprints. It just so happened.
That was vague as fuck.
Yeah.
The chances of that happening are 1,000,000 to 1.
On the contrary, one could argue with just the opposite. Chances of that not happening are 1,000,000 to 1. Get one thing straight, partner. You ain't gonna get no reward from me with a mere fingerprint. You wanna know why?
Unrelated.
There is a difference different as night and day. Kinda like cereal and cereal. One's got to do with breakfast while the other was a type of murderer. He's right. Although seemingly alike, they're totally different.
I don't see what harmonious have to do with this.
Homonyms.
What the fuck is homonyms?
It's what the word says.
What the fuck? What the fuck is homonyms? Is that harmonious? It's homonyms?
Homonyms.
Homonyms?
Homonyms? M&M's?
M&M's. How do you know that?
I may be a loner, but I still do my job. I keep up the reports. There was a blood stain at the scene, though, to be left by the murderer.
That's right. It was found in Detective Gumshoe's locker.
However, no fingerprints were detected on that handprint.
Oh yeah. I think we tried that too.
So that would mean the murderer, wearing gloves, happened to place their hand on top of Officer Marshall's fingerprint. That's the only logical conclusion. Are you staring to get the picture, partner?
The picture?
This seal of blood in the desert is just food for the buzzards. There's only one real reality, and that's this.
Security tape.
As long as my trail isn't in there, you can't say otherwise. This isn't getting us anywhere, Mr. Wright. Please consider carefully where you're going with this cross-examination.
Yes, Your Honor.
Now then, continue your testimony, Officer Marshall. Press him.
Okay. Sorry. I was reading that. I was just like, huh? I couldn't tell that was a new thing. Sorry. Anyway, what do you mean by that?
One time into this crime, isn't that right, partner? If so, that video is the only direct evidence you have.
But that video but that video is next to useless. It's full of blind spots.
Blind spots?
Places you can't see. The camera's panning back and forth. The floor isn't shown. If someone was familiar with the camera's position, they could leave the room without being caught on tape.
We don't have time for your speculations, Mr. Wright. Well, Mr. Wright, you can't show us evidence in this video that indicates Officer Marshall was present. Please do so now.
Yes.
Show evidence. It's the thing hanging out of the
thing. Yeah. Very well. Allow me to point out your mistake, Officer Marshall.
Tread carefully, Mr. Wright, or you might wind up being the one making the mistake. Now then, let's have another look at the video. Show us this incriminating evidence of the witness. Officer Jake Marshall.
Alright.
Right. Oh.
Not yet.
Not yet. There it is.
Right there. Bringing your attention back to the security camera is a mistake I'm afraid you'll soon not forget, Officer Marshall.
The days are short in Texas, and so are our tempers. Could you sum up what you have to say in 8 words or less?
Sure. Very well. You can only be seen in this video.
Exactly 8 words. Not bad, partner.
The key. That's in a certain locker shown in the video.
That locker with the white cloth sticking out. That was the witnesses, I believe.
Now then, let's rewind the video a bit.
Do 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 do.
I love Ace Attorney music. So good.
Oh, the white cloth. It's gone. What's the meaning of this, Officer Marshall?
When the crime took place, the white cloth wasn't there. Then it suddenly appeared. There's only one explanation. Officer Marshall, you were in the evidence room at the time of the crime.
Well, Officer Marshall, you were the one in the crime, the time in the crime, the time.
I'm like that kid meme where he's like, you know, when you
think you would do it.
It's my reading speech. What's more, you opened your locker when the camera was turned away.
Order, order! It would seem that's the only hold your horses. Sorry, partner, but you got the wrong man.
What do you mean?
So what if my locker was opened? That doesn't mean I'm the one who opened it. The murderer needed to hide something, so he opened the locker and stuck it in. It's not my fault he happened to choose mine. Why is everyone staring at me like I'm a wanted man?
Well, this guy isn't just plain dumb. He really doesn't know. I hate to rain on your parade, but you're the only person who can open that particular locker.
Oh yeah? I'll call your bluff. Say open that locker, now prove it.
Oh my god.
And we gotta get the locker.
Fucking.
The locker. The locker.
Fucking.
Yeah.
Sorry. My brain isn't working.
It's okay. Fingerprint sensor?
Yeah.
Yeehaw, partner.
Yeah, fucking damn it, bitch. We talked about this earlier today. The lockers can only be opened by the detectives they belong to.
Well, what kind of crazy talk is this?
Well, Detective Gumshoe did mention something about this.
Blip.
Blip.
In any case, the locks aren't that obvious. There are even some people who are on the force that don't know about the fingerprint locks.
So, Sheriff, what do you have to say in 8 words or less?
My beef jerky.
I was gonna say, does he have jerky in his hand?
I only got one word for you, partner.
And then he just, fuck you.
Fuck. No. Yeehaw.
Yeah, he did his last yeehaw.
Did his last haw.
Aw, he did his last yee.
Order, order, order. Witness, explain yourself. If this is a joke, it's the worst joke I've ever heard.
I assure you this is no joke, Officer Marshall. Now then, please tell us, what were you doing in that evidence room at the time of the crime?
Olay, please answer the question.
What is he now, a fucking bullfighter? That's alright, Officer Marshall. I believe we can figure out the rest from here out.
We can?
Have a look at these floor plans. There's no place for someone to hide in the evidence room. Yet, Officer Meekins didn't see Officer Marshall.
If that's so, then, where was the witness? I see Mr. Wright has an answer.
That's right, motherfucker. The only possible conclusion.
Well then, let's hear it. Where was Officer Marshall at the time of the crime? I guess. I'm gonna guess in between the lockers?
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Because, like, I mean, there's no way he would be over here, because I feel like some way we can still kind of see him.
Yeah.
There's no way here, really. It's gotta be over here. Take that! Officer Marshall was standing right there.
So Officer Meekins didn't notice him standing there. That's almost as incredible as Meekins' warp theory. Your chamber's empty, partner. Better reload.
Oh, that wasn't it?
Yep.
Now they're ganging up on me.
Maybe it was the other side of the locker.
Maybe.
To the left of that. Perhaps. You should think a little more about where Officer Marshall was.
Now, look, Officer Meekin should have seen him in the evidence room. That means the only place he could have been. So you're thinking here?
Oh wait, no. Where was he at the time of the crime? Oh, so it would be where the victim is.
Oh.
We're stupid.
Oh.
I think. Either that or we're even more stupid.
Officer Meekins was standing right there.
There? But that's where the victim, Detective Goodman, was.
Oh.
Correct. Oh.
Oh. Unless the man wasn't Detective Goodman. I just said like that. Goodman. I believe the victim in the video is Officer Marshall. It was you, dressed up like Detective Goodman.
But that's preposterous. Officer Meekins witnessed the detective on the crime scene. Once he saw that man's face, he knew for sure.
May I point out, though, that Officer Meekins did not know Detective Goodman? He also testified about the man's reaction when confronted.
When I entered the evidence room, I asked him to show his card, sir.
Yes, and how did Detective Goodman respond?
He suddenly pulled a knife on me.
Something about the officer's story puzzled me. If the man had his ID card, why didn't he just show it?
Yes, he would have needed it to enter the evidence room, so he must have been carrying it.
The answer is simple. He couldn't show it. As you can see, Detective Goodman's picture is on his ID card.
Oh, I get it.
If he showed that, his cover would have been blown. Officer Meekins would have realized the man wasn't Detective Goodman. Do you have anything to say to this, Officer Marshall?
Yee. You got quite an imagination, partner. We got a term for that. It's called circumstantial evidence. M&M's.
No, it's not M&M's. No. Evidence? He's still denying it.
You're gonna have to do better than that to break a detective. Unless you got hard evidence proving I dressed up as the victim. I can't say I particularly care for your uncooperative disposition. Can't say I care for your beard, but you don't see me complaining.
Kinda complained earlier.
Yeah. Well, Mr. Wright, do you have any evidence proving beyond a shadow of a doubt that Officer Marshall dressed up as the victim?
Well, who am I kidding? I don't have anything like that.
I can see the fear in your eyes, partner. Seems you're the one who couldn't take the desert heat.
This can't be happening. It's so obvious he's the one. What can I do?
Looks like your lack of experience has finally been exposed. I'll pass on to you what someone told me when I was just starting out. When you've run into a wall with no place to go, return to the basics.
The basics? God, mind warp. For me, that would be what Mia used to tell me.
My paps are huge.
Look how big my baps are, Phoenix.
Phoenix, try thinking outside of the box. I shouldn't look for proof that Officer Marshall was in disguise. Or rather, I should look for evidence that came about because he was in disguise.
What do you think this locker was open? Why do you think this locker was open in the first place? What do you mean? There's no reason for Officer Marshall to open his locker at the time of the crime. Yet he did, despite the chance it might discover it later, as it has been.
Which means he didn't originally plan to open his locker.
According to the defense argument, Officer Drake Marshall dressed up as Detective Goodman at the time of the crime. Then after the crime was committed, he opened his own locker for some unknown reason. As for the jacket's been stuffed in.
Oh yeah, because it's white.
Yeah.
Oh, it is white.
The fact that a white cloth is sticking out of the locker seems to indicate that he opened it in order to put the cloth inside. So, just what exactly is this piece of cloth?
Perhaps the video is the key to all of our unanswered questions. I don't have any evidence, so this video is only my only shot.
Very well. Let's take yet another look at the security tape. After committing the crime, the witness opened the locker to put away the white cloth.
Let me do this.
Nice.
Nice. Oh. Oh. La 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 la. La His jacket.
Yeah.
Slam. Well, what do you have to say to that?
Alright, partner. You really want to know the reason I had to open my locker?
Why?
So I could stuff you in there.
Uh-huh.
I'm sure the world will be a better place if with you sent off to the boneyard. Unfortunately, unsolved cases can't be stored in the evidence room.
Now I'm on unsolved case.
Bruh, it wasn't right.
What? Alright, we can reload it.
Yeah.
This way too, we're just like already there, so. Yippee.
Yeah, exactly.
Alright. Let's skip a little bit. Nice jacket.
Maybe I keep on going.
Okay.
Well, that.
What?
Go
Oh.
back.
What was it?
The blood.
Oh. For some reason, you disguised yourself as Detective Goodman. Entered the evidence room, though I don't know what to end yet.
To what end?
To what end yet?
Yet.
However, something unexpected happened. Officer Meekins barged in on you. When asked to show your ID card, you pulled a knife on him. However, Officer Meekins panicked. And then the white coat you were wearing was soiled with blood.
A bloody white coat?
You couldn't just walk out like that. So you hid the coat in your locker.
Not bad, partner. Now then, Officer Marshall. Are you ready to tell us the truth? Looks like I underestimated y'all. I hope you're happy now, Mr. Edgeworth. 2 years ago, if you were only half as persistent then as you were today, we all wouldn't have to be here now would we?
Officer Marshall, tell the court what you did. All of it.
Alright. Seems the time has come.
Marshall's confession.
Had to do with that day. I couldn't just stand by and let it die. Stole the detective's ID and dressed like him. I planned to take out the evidence. Wasn't expecting Officer Meekins to knock him out. I managed to escape. I knew which areas wouldn't be caught on the camera. There wasn't any murder in the evidence room at 5:15. So suppose the victim was really you. But there's one thing I still don't understand. Traces of a large quantity of blood were found on the floor of the evidence room.
Yeah, that's right.
If no one was murdered, then how could that be? Officer Meekins managed to cut his own hand. My guess is he's the donor.
There was way too much blood for such a small donation.
Damn. Alright,
Ah, time to press.
press him on everything.
When you say it, you mean
Do you even have to ask, partner?
the SL9 incident.
2 years have passed since the case was closed. It was going to completely end with a transfer that day. Not if I have anything to do with it. That incident's not over.
But what did you hope to accomplish by sneaking into the evidence room?
When a case is closed, only the case's lead detective can look through the evidence. I want to have a look at myself one more time, no matter what the cost. I don't care what anyone says, partner. That case is mine.
But Officer Marshall wasn't in charge of that investigation. Why does he care so much about it?
That day was my last chance. That's why I...
Why don't you disguise yourself as Detective Goodman?
But it didn't make it look like I was Goodman. It looked like Goodman was carrying out the evidence transferal. I had to be arrested for stealing evidence, which wouldn't get me anywhere. So he did it through the security camera. And the detective's ID card. I stole that the morning of the incident.
So that really was why Goodman started filing out the lost item report.
I returned his ID card. I left it on the floor in the prosecutor's parking lot. The prosecutor's office parking lot.
The ID card I found was left there was by Officer Marshall.
So essentially, you've managed to succeed despite your lack of foresight. What do you mean, partner? I mean the fingerprint to activate the lock, of course. No matter how well you disguise yourself, you can't change your fingerprints. Under normal circumstances, you wouldn't have been able to open the locker yourself.
And he could because of the rubber glove just happened to stuck in the door. That means Detective Goodman must have opened the locker before Officer Marshall. No. You pulled a knife on Officer Meekins and tried to drive him off?
Well, I should say I was a little surprised. I only planned on being in the evidence room for no more than 5 minutes. I didn't think anyone would actually come in during that short time. Officer Meekins certainly is a 1 in a million type of person, mistaking a detective for an intruder demanding to be shown his ID. I have to think a little more about his raise this year.
When did Edgeworth get so much influence?
Anyway, he threw himself at me and ended up cutting him slightly. I'm sorry I had to turn out that way. With me knocking him out and everything.
By the way, what happened to your knife?
Oh, you mean this one? Oh, it's the same knife he's been cutting himself with.
I don't know what to say.
So he knocked Officer Meekins out and...
So you did your research beforehand.
Those who go into the desert unprepared don't live long, partner. Didn't think it would make a difference, though. The security tape is erased every 6 hours. If all had gone as planned, no footage would have been left. However, you're bloodied to your coat and struggled with Officer Meekins. If someone was in the security room when I came out, the jig would have been up. I opened my locker and stashed it in there.
What was Officer Meekins doing during that time?
What else? He was sleeping like a baby. So what you're saying is, on that day...
But the blood found at the scene... Wow. But the blood found at the scene certainly indicates a crime took place.
What are you, blind? The victim showing on that tape is me, and I'm not dead yet, partner. So you stole the evidence from the locker. Actually, no, I didn't. Why not? When I opened the locker, the evidence was already gone. What? Mr. Edgeworth, where is that evidence? It's still missing, Your Honor.
Detective Goodman's locker was already empty. Someone else stole the evidence. Officer Marshall, may I ask you one thing?
Fire away, partner. It's a free country. Just remember, most are free to decide whether or not to answer.
Why'd you do this? Stealing a detective's ID, injuring a police officer. This is no small offense.
Moreover, you're an officer yourself. This will have serious consequences. It can't just be forgiven with a simple cut in salary.
Not that salary cuts are ever a valid solution.
Like I said, this isn't your case. This one's mine. I'll do anything it takes to get an answer I'm satisfied with. The witness has an unusual amount of zeal. Let's hear more.
The case was solved 2 years ago, wasn't it?
That's the reason the evidence was stored in the evidence room. Joe Dark was convicted for his crimes. One thing I can't say for sure is he deserved his sentence. I remember the Joe Dark case. It involved serial murders, didn't it? I don't intend to complain about how it turned out. But there's something that still bothers me. Something went down at that trial. Something no one will talk about. What happened? I don't know. That's what I'm trying to find out.
Why is he so concerned with that incident? Maybe I should press him with that. Present him with what I think his real reason is. I had a feeling he'd wind up here sooner or later. Everyone involved here is related in some way to that case. I'll take another look at the files.
Guess we gotta present the files, but let's take a look at it too.
Yeah, let's read it.
Yeah. I'm curious.
Incident number SL9. Perpetrator. Joe Dark. Crime, serial murder, sentence death. Victims: Edward Jones, Edith Kirby, Jeb Bates, Neil Marshall, Rachel Moss, and Jason Knight. Head prosecutor was Miles Edgeworth. Witness was Lana Sky and Emma Sky. Investigation. Task Force. Executive investigators Damon Gant and Lana Sky. Head investigator Bruce Goodman. Investigators Jake Marshall and Angel Starr.
Huh. Well, okay.
The only thing that kind of concerns me, I don't know if Neil Marshall is kind of Jake Marshall's like family member or somebody.
Probably is.
That's the only thing that makes sense to me.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I didn't even catch that. You did catch it.
Your Honor, that statement contradicts this evidence.
It does? I don't see anything contradictory.
Huh? Really? What? Oh, did I do it to the wrong one? I might have done
Maybe.
that. Hold on. I do that, did I?
Yeah, you did.
Oh, I did. Oh, god
You
damn
goober.
it. We'll leave it be for now. Hold on.
You hacking goob.
That was my fault. My bad. I'm silly. Okay. Yeah, we present. Yeah, we did. Alright. Officer Marshall, I think I understand. I think I know why you care so much about SL9 incident.
Sounds like you've been sipping too much cactus juice, partner.
I have the SL9 incident file here. The name Marshall is mentioned in here. Now list of murder victims. Neil Marshall. Are you related to this man?
Neil Marshall? Yeah, I'm sure you've heard that name. 2 years ago. Yeah. Oh, that's who the trophy was really presented to.
Oh.
He was a prosecutor. He received the same lousy prosecutor award you got. What? A prosecutor?
He must be talking about the King of Prosecutors Award.
Now I remember. Prosecutor Neil Marshall. He handled the SL9 case before I did. That's right, he was killed. And the case fell into your hands. But what's the relation to you? He was my brother.
Aw.
Oh man. He was investigating the murders with Damon Gant, the then deputy chief of police. The group of detectives I was part of worked under them. We were desperate to prosecute the killer. Joe Dark. My brother fought Dark and was killed. That was the first time Dark left behind any evidence. That was all we needed. He was assigned and incarcerated. The case was finally closed. At least according to the public records. What do you mean? My brother couldn't have been killed by Joe Dark. I knew my brother better than anyone. No one could have beaten him in a fight. And that's it? That's the reason for your insane actions? There's more to my brother's death than what the records say. No matter how much you try to hide it, you can't fool me. I bet.
Ooh, what do you think?
Okay, unless there's like more information than we need, I think it was Angel.
Oh.
Because she has a thing. She has a thing for prosecutors.
That's true.
She hates prosecutors, and his brother is a prosecutor. Maybe there's something going on there or whatever.
Right.
Or like she killed him because he's a prosecutor, or maybe she really hates him and he's also a prosecutor, and that's why she hates prosecutors.
Right, right.
Or something.
I don't know.
That's like my only
that's
evidence.
That's a good guess, though.
But
That's
yeah.
a good guess, honestly. Yeah, I wouldn't have a good theory where to go with that, to be honest.
Yeah, I don't know.
So that's why I was just like, I don't know, but that's a good theory, though. I like your thinking.
Well, At least one thing's for certain. Now we know what happened to the police department on the day of the crime. That was the last day the SL9 case could be reopened. Not satisfied with its resolution, Officer Marshall planned to steal the evidence.
Disguising himself as Detective Goodman, he entered the evidence room. Officer Meekins confronted him, so he rendered him unconscious and fled.
Yes, this mystery has finally been cleared up. No murder took place at the police department that day. Things that happen by chance never cease to amaze. At exactly the same time as the murder of the prosecutor's office, this fake murder was going on at the police department.
Chance? It's gotta be more than just that.
So if no one was murdered at the police department on the day of the crime, that means the murderer in the prosecutor's office parking lot was the real one. Which in turn means only one person could have committed the crime. Chief Prosecutor Lana Sky.
Objection!
But wait, a verdict wasn't reached in yesterday's trial.
Objection!
Which is why we examined the incident at the police department today.
But
There's only one reason the defendant was not convicted yesterday. There yet remained the mystery of the simultaneous murder at the police department. Seems to me, this boy's got the draw on you, partner. All the mysteries at the police department have been resolved. No doubt about it. Our sole murder took place at the prosecutor's office. The only suspect is Lana Sky. And the testimony of the Miss Angel Star is completely incontestable. If you have a response, make it a single word or less. I rest my case. Seems this trial has reached its conclusion. There's no room for doubt. Well done, Mr. Wright. Thanks to you, I didn't need to waste my time. Just proving that alleged murder at the police department.
there's no doubt what I proved today is true. The apparent murder on the security camera's tape really was fake. But I didn't realize it would end up proving Lana guilty.
Now then, time is for the verdict to arrive. This court finds the defendant. Oh.
Oh.
Oh, it's her.
Emma!
Your Honor, wait.
Emma!
The defense has an objection. A scientific objection. Right?
What do you mean, right?
Mr. Wright, are you this girl's guardian?
Your Honor? Oh, in a sense.
Please, Your Honor, all I'm asking is for a minute of your time. Please hear me out. Mr. Edgeworth, please. I don't want to leave any loose ends. You want a minute? I'll give you 3. I was kind of in shock. I mean, finding out the SL9 incident referred to the Joe Dark killings.
Now that she mentions it, names of both Sky sisters were in that file.
That's when I figured it out. I mean, what Officer Marshall was trying to do that day. So I knew his fingerprints has nothing to do with the crime. That left only one thing, the other handprint. I mean, the traces of blood found on Detective Gumshoe's locker. But no fingerprints were found on it, right? But I figured if I examined it scientifically, I'd be sure to find a clue. So, I ran over there and looked at it again.
So did you find something?
No.
Huh?
Sorry, I guess I'm not much of a scientific investigator after all.
Is that all?
Please don't be mad. I'm just a high school student.
And I'm just an attorney.
But Mr. Wright, those traces of blood are the only clue we have. I can't find something wrong with them. Please, Mr. Wright, you're a professional. If anyone can save Lana, it's you.
Me? Oh boy!
Time's up. Now then, Mr. Wright. Within regard to the incident in the police department, does any reasonable doubt remain? It appears the defense is troubled by the other blood mark. Looking at the floor plans, a handprint was discovered around here. Is there a problem with this? Mr. Wright, I'm so sorry I can't be of more use. But still, I can't find anything wrong with that blood mark. Lana will be... Please answer my question, Mr. Wright. We don't have all day.
Yes, Your Honor. If ever I've needed to concentrate, it's now. What could be wrong with that handprint on Detective Gumshoe's locker? Could there be something I'm missing?
I guess, yeah, object.
This handprint left at the crime scene clearly shows a contradiction.
Huh. The only thing that seems clear is your grasping, Mr. Wright. You've been staring pretty intensely at those floor plans. Tell me, is there a problem with them?
Yes, this is strange. Take a good look at these floor plans. Something is missing.
Missing? You mean something hasn't been drawn on there?
Yes, something that, when drawn, will completely change the meaning of the blood mark.
Let us pray the defense isn't simply trying to buy time. Very well, Mr. Wright.
With all the evidence here, it's gotta be something I can use.
Someone in chat.
It's James! Hello, James! Hey, Bento the Cyber Doggo. Hello! How are you?
Hello.
How's it going?
And it's me, the Skelly Boy.
It's the Skelly Boy. It's the
Skelly
Skelly
Boy.
Man. Skelly Man.
Yeah.
It's the XDI Man.
Boy Skell.
Boy Skell?
Boy Skell.
Boy Skelly.
Boy Skell. Boy Skells.
Skittles?
Yeah. Skittles.
Skittles.
Boy Skittles.
Boy Skittles.
Boy Skittles.
Ew. Boy Skittles.
That's the kind of Skittles you like, Bento. You like Boy Skittles.
What? Do you recognize me? I do! I do recognize you! Yes, of course. How can I forget you? You're always in my Discord, of course. I see all your artwork, but all of it looks very amazing. All of it's so
Nice.
good, and I know you've been working really hard on your personal projects, and all of it looks pretty good so far. It's gotta be something I can use.
The question is, which item can prove something is missing in the floor plans? It's him!
Oh! The boy.
The blue badger panel. What about that piece of plywood?
The Blue Badger. Mascot of the police force. Defender of the truth, guardian of proof.
Explain yourself, Mr. Wright.
Let's look at the floor plans of the crime scene. Blue Badger is not here.
So
watch what happens when we put him in. This is where he was standing at the time of the crime.
right in front of
blocking
the
it.
locker.
Well,
What? Gah!
that's right. Oh yeah, so long as the Blue Badger is dancing here, it would be impossible to place a handprint at the spot on the locker.
What? Oh, damn. So that means, just exactly what does that mean?
It means it can't be done.
What are you saying? Blood traces were undeniably found in that locker.
Don't look at me. I didn't put it there.
Mr. Wright, think it through scientifically.
Emma.
On that afternoon, Officer Meekins was the one who brought the blue badger to the evidence room, right? After he put it down, it would be impossible to leave a handprint on the locker. So that must mean this blood
So that must mean this blood mark was left there before the Blue Badger was brought in.
Just one moment. I will not allow such far-fetched balderdash in my courtroom.
It may sound far-fetched, Your Honor, but it's the only possible explanation. On February 21st, in the police department's evidence room, blood was spilled not once but twice.
But how?
One time was captured on this tape, taken by the security camera. Officer Meekins cut his hand, from which trivial amount of blood fell. Problem is, the other time, someone bled prior to the struggle down shown on this tape, and it had, as has been, it had to have been Detective Goodman when he was really murdered.
That's ridiculous. I refuse to accept your absurd claim.
The murderer portrayed in the security tape has been proven to be a fake. However, that does not explain the blood mark found on the blocker.
So then, assuming this murder you purport really happened, when did this take place? Then you show evidence that proves when it occurred.
When did the first incident occur?
To summarize, the defense claims that prior to the Officer Meekins being cut by Jake Marshall, who was posing as Detective Goodman, another incident took place in the evidence room?
That's right. The blood mark on the locker proves this.
Very well. Then tell us, when did this first incident occur? As Mr. Edgeworth said, proof must be presented.
But that shows when the murder took place. There's only one piece of evidence that can show that.
Now then, will the defense please present its evidence? What shows when the first crime took place? I guess it's when it's the ID card stuff. That's the only thing I can think of. You Google, you passed it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, this.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess it's that 7777777.
Yeah, it's gotta be that number, yeah.
Yeah,
'Cause that's the only
420.
one.
420, hell yeah.
420's almost here. Sorry. Got too excited. A few months after I've been first game developed and debuted in Gunnerblade. Yes, Gunnerblade!
Hell yeah.
Of course I remember you. How can I not remember you, game? I played your game. I liked the first development into Gunnerblade. It was good. Very quick.
Hell yeah.
Even everyone played too when I was 15. If the crime took place inside the evidence room, then the killer would have had to enter. In order to do so, an ID card would have been required.
An ID card? Oh, the ID card record.
Officer Meekins brought the Blue Badger panel into the evidence room at...
Let's see here. 450. Crime took place before that time, then it would be 440. Ah! Miles Edgeworth! Just what have you done? I never would have figured you had the nerve, boy. Drop the act, witness. It doesn't take a lot of thought to figure out it couldn't have been me. Nope, I ain't getting it. I'm afraid you don't understand either. It's clear from the luminol test that the blood was there. However, when the second crime took place, both Officer Meekins and Officer Marshall failed to notice the blood.
That means the blood from the first crime was wiped away by the real murderer.
I would have had just 10 minutes to murder the victim, carry his body away, and clean up the blood. Fortunately, that's physically impossible. That would mean the crime must have taken place before Mr. Edgeworth entered the evidence room.
Let's look at the chart again.
Yep, it's that guessed one.
There's only one other card number remaining. 7777777.
Talk about a lucky number. But wait, that doesn't make any sense. How could Detective Goodman have entered the evidence room?
Since there's no record of his card being used beforehand, he must have entered along with the real murderer. That's the only plausible explanation. He went in with 7777.
Mr. Edgeworth, please look at this ASAP. Find out whose ID number is 7777777. That's 1 7 too many, Your Honor. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to look up that order of the ID card.
What?
Because I guessed one. At least at present.
What?
I'll explain yourself, son. The ID card number 777777 belongs to someone with a high rank or captain or higher. Oh, that's what it is. Someone who is a so-called executive officer.
Oh, I was gonna say, could it be Gant? That's what I thought.
Yeah.
For a second, because he's the chief.
Yeah. We don't have the authority to inquire into such a person's identity.
Objection!
But that's ridiculous. Just how?
We're not finished talking, Mr. Wright. There's one situation in which we can be granted such authority. If an official charge filed against an executive is accepted.
An official charge?
You're all alike, aren't you? With your cover-ups and your forgeries. That's how the prosecutor's office operates. Take pride in my work, Officer Marshall. I would appreciate it if you would keep your slander to yourself. Slander, is it? Okay, let me ask you a question. Yes?
Sorry, I skipped your words.
It's okay. No, not you, to her. The defendant sitting over there. Your own little executive.
Lana?
Objection!
Don't be stupid. She's been charged with murder. Of course, we've looked up her ID number. It's not 77777777. Don't play me for a fool, partner. That's not what I want to ask. All I want to know is one thing about that incident. The SL9 incident? Answer me this, Chief Prosecutor. In that trial 2 years ago, did you really only use legitimate evidence? Damn. Do you need a witness to repeat this question, Chief Prosecutor?
I heard him fine, Mr. Edgeworth.
2 years ago, I was in charge of the prosecution for that trial. At the time
Occasionally, we felt the powerlessness of law. At least, I did.
Lalana.
I became a prosecutor in order to suppress crime with the law. But before I realized it, we were the ones being suppressed by the law.
Defendant, just what are you saying? I'll ask you again, Chief Prosecutor. During that trial 2 years ago, did you really present all the evidence in court? Can you look at me, investigator, in that crime in the eye and say that you did? Chief Prosecutor, you didn't.
I don't have to, Officer Marshall.
Gah, why would you answer him?
Drastic crimes require drastic measures. That's just the way it is. We did what we had to do, in order for him to get the verdict he deserved.
But Lana...
Even if it involved forging evidence.
Damn.
The judge's like, what the fuck?
See? That's what I'm talking about. No. No!
Oh my god.
Order, 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 order!
Oh shit. Lana's remarks caused such a stir. Chaos in the courtroom could not be quelled. The conclusion of the trial would have to wait until the following day. Which is where we're ending up for today. Damn. Oh man. Now it's getting real. Now it's getting real serial.
Yep.
Oh man.
Getting super serial.
Super serial. Super serial.
Super serial. Serial.
Aw. But that is it for today.
Yes.
We will probably, I say, maybe finish this within maybe 2 more streams?
Hell yeah.
Possibly? I say 2 more possibly. But that is it for today, everybody. If you like what you saw, thank you. Thank you for catching it live. But if you're watching this as a VOD, thank you. If you're watching as a VOD, please leave a big old fat like and subscribe down below.
Yes.
And you can catch me at my socials, which is TikTok, Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, and Blue Sky. And also, we have the lovely man over here.
Yes, and I'm Xdiman2. You can find me at Xdiman2. That's XDIMAN2 on YouTube and Twitch, and Xtreman on Twitter. And yeah, and I reached 100 subscribers a little while ago. And edited by this wonderful Bento VTuber is a 100 subscriber video special that will be debuting tomorrow, 12 p.m. EST.
Yes, it will be February 16th, my video will be out a lot later when this has happened. But once this is up as a VOD, if you can, check out his stuff. Of course, it's always linked down in the description if ever want to check out.
Yes.
And you can see the video yourself.
Hell yeah.
It was pretty fun to edit. I had a lot of fun editing. It was pretty fun.
Yes. And a special shout out to James and Jealous Stove who are here in chat with us.
Yes,
hello.
Thank you.
Yes, you get a special shout out if you come here live, so make sure to get here live.
Yes.
Yes.
But that is it for now. We will continue this case trial. Yes. Case trial course. Sorry, we need food. Oh
yeah, we definitely need food.
Yeah, it's been a minute. But we will continue this very soon. My words are jumbling. But we will catch you all next time.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
Burp.